For those who don't know, what are the responsibilities of a referee during a Royal Rumble match?
So I'll take you back to 2008, okay?
Mm.
Madison Square Garden, Royal Rumble, okay? So this is when Cena made his return. Big surprise, because he was injured in 2007, Lady Torres Peck. So it was myself, Jimmy Corderas, and I think that was it. It was myself and Jimmy. And again, and this is just a small critique for WWE. There was too many referees on the outside for the Royal Rumble. There should maximum be three, if that. So when Royal Rumble 2008, Madison Square Garden, it was only me and Jimmy Corderas. I represented Raw. He represented SmackDown. So we had a meeting earlier in the day. Michael Hayes was the agent with Pat Patterson, and all the boys were in there. And we had a whole list. As a matter of fact, I still have those run sheets and stuff. So it's cool to. I kept everything. I really did. So I still have those run sheets. I have the assignments, everything else. And so we talked to the boys. We told everybody how much time they had, who was getting eliminated. And again, when they're putting the Royal Rumbles together, they actually have specific spots that they have in mind, especially if there's storyline angles attached to it. So everybody had their spots, everybody knew their times. And so then they were like, okay, so the last three guys are going to be, and then they excused everybody. And then they said, Marty, Jimmy, stay here. So we stayed there. So the last three guys, I believe it was Batista, Hunter, and then they said Cena. And we were like, oh. And it was funny because I had texted John earlier in the afternoon and I said, hey, man, I hope you're recovering well. I hope everything's good. And he texted me back and he says, oh my God, the city's so crowded. I went, hmm. And I just left it like that. So then fast forward, we have the meeting and Michael Hayes says, Cena's coming back and Cena's winning the Rumble. Okay. And it was like kayfabe, kayfabe, kayfabe. So me and Jimmy knew. We just said, okay, we're not gonna do it. So specifically, what you're doing is you're looking for guys who are, gonna fall up because you know the spots. So it's just a matter of just being there. And again, being animated. And another critique that I'll give the WWE Royals from the Royal Rumble, the referees, I should say, is to be a little bit more animated. When you see somebody who's hanging out like Penta or somebody and they're there, just be a little bit more animated and just let the crowd know. Whereas they were kind of just nonchalant going, no, just be animated. Let those people in the Stevie Wonder seats know. Let those folks there. The body language and everything should be telling these people, no, he missed it by this much, and so just be a little bit more animated with those types of things.
Hmm.
You need to be aware of time cues, and you need to have specific guys. And there were specific guys that you only gave time cues to. At that time, we did. There was only specific guys who were going to get the time cues. Not everybody was going to get a time cue. It's just that they knew when their spot was coming. If somebody was getting eliminated, they knew that they were next. They would work into that spot. But only specific guys like Triple H and Shawn and Taker, those guys got the time cues. So Bob Holly, those guys got the time cues.
Okay.
So with Cena, we knew it was kayfabe. Nobody knew, and it was great because this was just at the start of social media and things of that nature, and so it was like kayfabe. So the rest of the afternoon, I'm like going like, oh my God, they don't know what's going to come. So just kind of keeping it to myself. And if you notice, if you go back and you look at that, Big Daddy V got eliminated. He was a heel, so he got eliminated. Viscera. And I'm sitting there trying my best. Get out, because Jerry Briscoe's yelling in my ear, get him out, because Cena was coming next. And it was like, get out, get out. He's trying to heal the crowd. And I'm like trying to push this 500-pound dude, get back, get back, get back. Jerry's yelling in my ear, cursing me and everything. So I'm just trying to get him out. So finally he gets out. And as soon as he walks through the curtain, Cena's music hits. And the garden exploded. And it's funny because at some of these independent shows, some of these kids go, oh my God, did you hear my pop? No, that wasn't a pop. Madison Square Garden, when Cena's music hit in 2008 Royal Rumble, that building shook. So I like to tell kids, I have felt pops. I've never heard them, I felt them, because that was a pop and that whole building shook when his music hit and he stood there. And of course, he won the Rumble, and it was great. So there you go. That was kind of long-winded, but there you go.
No, that was perfect. That was I love that. Wow, there's so much that goes into it, but I mean, you know what's crazy? You would have never known that that's what you were doing. Like I've watched that Rumble over and over again, and I've never noticed that Big Daddy V spot at all. Yet there's so much happening in that moment.
Yeah, if you go back and you watch it, go back and just go, oh my God, yeah, I was doing everything I could to get him back, but he wasn't listening to me. And again, when talent doesn't listen to you, you just go like, Lord, please, But again, you can always go to the back and go, he wouldn't listen to me. So
Tell him, yeah.
Rewind, recap, relive. Woo! That's what the world is watching.